And if we don't, we'll have a race of babies that hate the ladies that make the babies. But that's that Tupac.
I dream I know deep of my feelings.
But yeah, what's up? I'm back with another video. Story time again. Okay, I'm gonna tell you about this, like the time that I met, like, really my brother. I call him my brother, but he's my best friend. Like, we've been best friends since like fucking 6th fucking grade. And it's like, I'm gonna just tell you the long history that we basically have. And I would say this is like the only person, the only dude that I consider my brother. Like, we're not even blood, and like, that's my brother. Okay, so basically in middle school, like in 6th grade, he started, well, I was in PE one day, and he just came in there. I guess they gave him the class. Most likely they did. So it's like, he just came in there one day, and it's like the PE, it's like in middle school, we had like in PE, like we had like, we didn't have, like, you know, you don't have desk in PE. So it's like they made us sit on the floor. They gave us like a spot, and you had to memorize where you sat. And we just, every day we went to PE, we just sat in the spot that they assigned us. So it's like, I walked over to the spot that I was supposed to sit in, and like, he was sitting in my spot. So I was like, bro, what the fuck you doing? Get up. Like, I mean, I don't think I cursed in middle school, but I was like, still, yo, dude, what you doing, bro? Get out my spot. This my spot. He was like, no, this is my spot. I was like, hold on. Like, nigga, you ain't even supposed to be in this class. Like, this is my first time seeing you in here. And it's like, me in middle school, I was like, I really talked to like really the like popular kids in school like that. Like really the ghetto kids and like the popular kids. And well, I'm gonna say ghetto popular kids, but and like the race, like the white popular kids, like the rich white, cause it's like I went to a middle school that was like really for like rich white people, and it's like I don't know how the fuck the ghetto kids went to that school. It was fucking insane, but yeah, like I talked to people like that, and it's like I knew like basically everybody really in the PE class, and it's like I'm not saying I was popular, but I was just saying like I talked to them, so it's like but it's like I knew everybody in my PE class, and it's like he was not in there. So it's like, bro, this is my spot. Like, what the fuck are you doing? So it's like we was about to fight over this shit. Like, yes, we was about to fight over a fucking spot on the floor in PE class. Like, we was about to fight over that shit. Like, physically fight, throwing fists. I was about to box the shit out his ass. Let me stop. He gonna watch this shit. My bad, bro. Hey, I was gonna box fuck out your ass or knock your fucking block off, motherfucker. But yeah, chill out. Yeah, it's like, basically, we was about to fight over a spot in PE class. And like, he got instead of fighting, like, we just, you know, like, bigger people, being like the bigger person about it. We went over there to like, the PE teacher and was like, yo, y'all gave him a spot that I sit in. Like, what the fuck? What y'all doing? You retarded or something? So it's like, they had to give him they had to assign him a new seat. And it's like, after that, I really don't know how the fuck we became like close friends. Like, we just started talking. It's like, I mainly used to go over spend night over his house when I was in middle school and shit. And it's like basically after that moment, me and him was just like, we was just cool as hell. Like first, like it was like just started going spending out with his house. Like, this man, like growing up, I really didn't have too much. Like, my mother, like, basically, she raised 4 kids by herself. His mom, she didn't raise, like, he had an older sister, but she didn't raise them by herself. Well, she kind of did, but then his father, like, you know, was helping. They was divorced, but his father, like, you know, still was in their life. So it's like, my father was not in my life. I mean, I seen him like maybe 3 fucking times, but I'm gonna say like after my 14, 15, he, like, I never saw this man again. So it's like his father was in his life, mine wasn't. So basically, this man his mother was like in the Air Force at the time. She retired now, but this man had so much shit. Like, this man had all the game systems, all that shit. Like, I used to go to his house all the time. We used to play games all the time. We used to eat whatever the fuck we want. We used to do it the fuck we want. He had 2 Pomeranian dogs. Like, them motherfuckers was so cute, bro. It's like they passed away like maybe like 2 years ago, maybe 2 years ago, I think. So it's like that shit made me sad. Cause it's like I grew up with them fucking dogs. And it's like, I used to go to his house all the fucking time. He spent out my house one time. Like me, I was like a ghetto ass kid. Like I wasn't ghetto, but I grew up in the ghetto, and he grew up in like on the rich side of the town, on the rich people side of the town. So it's like he came over my house one time. One time he didn't want to come back. I was like, hell nah. Hey, that shit was fucking funny. I was like, bro, you tripping. But it's like, I always used to go over his house. Like, he only came to my house one time, and that was it. And he did not want to fucking come back. It was just too fucking, it wasn't, like, my house wasn't ghetto, but I would say my sisters were fucking retarded as fuck. And they just act retarded as fuck. So it's like, yeah. And then, like, basically, like, high school, we hung out in high school. He had, like, his mother gave him her old Mercedes Benz. I didn't have a car until I was like fucking like what 23, I think. Yeah, 23. That was my first car. I'm 24 right now, so bro had a car when he was in high school. So it's like me and him used to go like first before we really got in high school. We used to walk everywhere. We used to walk his dogs. Like it's like everywhere we went, like when we walked his dogs, we had females, oh my God, they're so cute, blah, 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 and all this other bullshit. So it's like, that shit was crazy. Like, Pomeranians are like, they like good female, they're like good for picking up females. Like, dead ass serious. But yeah, like, damn. We used to walk everywhere, restaurants, all that. Like, it's like, and like when we got in high school, his mom, we went to Alabama one time. We took a trip to Alabama to like, we stayed in this big ass fucking hotel and shit. This big ass pool and like a all you eat buffet, lobsters and all that shit. It's like, I used to do so much with this man's family. And it's like, I basically grew up with this man, basically. We grew up together. And it's like, basically, the reason why I call him my brother is because it's like me and him do stuff for each other. Like, I feel that other people don't. Like, I feel like people just throw that friend word out there, just throw it out there. They just throw the shit out there. Oh, you my best friend, blah, 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 and all this other bullshit. But they really not. They barely talk to each other. They get mad. They fight. They don't talk to each other anymore. It's just crazy. Me and him, if we disagree on something, we'll talk about it. Well, it's like me, I get mad pretty easily. But it's like I eventually get the fuck over it. And it's like, me and him, if we disagree, we'll talk it out. Basically, whatever. We don't give a fuck. And then it's like, we do story for each other all the fucking time. Like, if I need something, he'll get it for me. If he needs something, I'll help him. And it's like, I mean, I let him stay at my house one time. Well, I let him, my bad. I let him stay at my house because I live on my own. But I let him stay in my apartment until he got his own apartment and stuff like that. He kind of taught me how to drive. So it's like, my mother didn't teach me how to drive. My brother did. He taught me how to drive. And he was actually the one that took me up there to get my driver's license and stuff like that. So it's like I said, it's not really too many people in the world that you can call your friend and they're actually your friend and like be there for you whenever you need them and stuff like that. Like, I hang out with like a few people, but they're not on the same type of level that he is. Like, he gives me advice. He's there for me when I need him. Fucking down. It's like it's just crazy, bro. It's like the bond that I have with him. It's like, I feel like it can't be broken. And it's like, that's the only person I consider like my brother, like my closest friend. And he's the only person that knows like really basically everything about me. So it's like, it's crazy. And it's like, I ain't even gonna count. If something happened to him, bro, somebody getting their ass beat. That's all I'm saying. But yeah, that's my brother, man. It's like, and it's like, it's kind of weird because it's like, if my mother would have never had 4 kids, she would have had, I was a second born, and my oldest sister was like, you know, I got an older sister. So it's like, but his mother she has a daughter who's the oldest, and he's the next. So it's like, that's crazy. Like, if my mother would have never had 4 kids, it would have been like a daughter and a son, and his mother has a daughter and a son. And it's like, his older sister and my older sister are the same age. And his sister's birthday month is before my sister's birthday month. And it's crazy because me and him are the same age. and like I was born like a few months before him. I think a year before him, some shit like that. I think a year. So it's like me and him are the same ages and shit like that. That's crazy. So it's like I feel like we was destined to be fucking best friends. So it's like that shit's crazy. That shit's wild. Well, yeah, hopefully y'all like this video. If you did, be sure to leave a like, comment down below, subscribe, hit that notification bell, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace. And whenever you watch this video, bro, like, just know that I appreciate all the shit you do for me, bro, and I love you, bro.